0525 at
0525.
Gmail. I'm
Right.
sorry, 0525 at gmail.com.
Right.
Okay, I will get that information to you. Do you have any
Okay,
questions
great.
at this
Thank you.
time?
Not right now.
Okay. Thank you for joining
Okay.
us, Linda.
Thank you.
Our next caller, please.
From area code 636.
This
Area
is Gary
code 6.
Douglas. Yeah, I'm here. This is Gary Douglas.
Thank you, Gary. Go ahead.
I've had my question. Well, the two that I wanted to ask have already been asked, but before I get off, I just want to tell President Turner how proud I am to be a part of this, and looking forward to being with the other delegates this weekend and moving the country forward. I'm excited about it, and my family's excited about it, and our prayers have been answered. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary. Okay, our next caller is
580. You're with the Republic.
580. Looks like I can see you again.
Good evening, gentlemen. President Turner, blessings to you. You have no idea how humbled I am to be in the presence of this republic and its efforts and all the things that you've done for our country. I thank you. My name is Ann Hutchins, and I'm a representative and juror from Oklahoma. And I have a hello for you, President Turner, from a fellow by the name of Fred Flintstone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He's a wonderful, wonderful man. My daughter in Michigan needs to know the ambassador, and I didn't know and haven't been able to find out. Do you need my email address?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It is Morning Dove, MORNINGDOVE, at Cable One, that's CABLEONE.net.
Okay, let me read that back. It's morningdove at cableone.net.
Correct.
So you need the ambassador for Michigan.
Yes.
I will get that to you.
All right.
It's Ann Hutchins.
And a special, yes, sir, Ann Hutchins, and a special prayer for all traveling to Utah this weekend. May God protect them and keep them safe.
Thank you.
Amen, Ann. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Tell Fred Flintstone I said hello.
I'll do it. And you tell Billy Ray I thank him for the call of encouragement he gave me not long ago.
Thank you.
He's a sweetheart. You guys have a
Okay.
wonderful evening. Be blessed.
Okay, the next area code is area 907. Area code 907. Okay, I'm sorry. Area code 530.
Hey, hello, Mr. President. How you doing out there? This is Representative Russ Greiner in Northern California. I realize this might be a kind of an early question, but there's some serious issues that need to be addressed other than the restoration of the republic. And I'm kind of concerned, how are we going to go address the United Nations and the fact of foreign troops on our soil?
Those are issues we're going to have to bring before the Congress, and we're going to have to make some, take care of those things. How we do it depends on what Congress decides to do. But yes, those are issues that we will address.
Thanks.
Okay, the next area code is 928.
Good evening, Jim. It's Dennis up in Red Rock. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Dennis?
Great. And I wanted to say it was an honor, Mr. President, to be able to speak to you as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The honor is all mine.
First of all, Jim, I had a point of clarification that I was wanting to get from you. I believe there might have been some confusion. I thought we had 42 states that were online with representatives and delegates. Delegates and statesmen. When you said 31 states, are you talking about 31 states being represented in Utah this weekend?
That is correct at this time, and the number's growing, so that's what I was referring to.
Okay, so how many actual states do we have right now that are fully formed as far as legislative and representative branches?
I believe that number is still 41 or 42.
Okay. Now, does that mean that they're fully formed or they're working on it?
No, that means that they're fully formed, and we're working on the others.
All right. How many are online with us that may not be all the way yet? Do we have all 50?
No, but we have 41, 42, so if we had 42, that leaves 8 left.
Right.
And I know there's folks out there working in those republics.
Okay. Very good. President Turner, I also had a question for you. Are you familiar with reverse pension plans?
Yes.
You are. Okay. Are you aware of what the Securities and Exchange Commission is trying to do to them?
I am not at this point. I suspect that they're probably trying to steal them right now.
Well, there are some that are under investigation, and I was just wondering if there was anything as a republic we might be able to do to stem the tide against RPPs, because I've studied these plans, and I don't really see anything wrong with them unless you know something I don't know.
I will say this about the Security and Exchange Commission. When we get into power, they better leave the country. The principals of that organization are so corrupt that they ought to be in prison for the rest of their life. For the money
I appreciate hearing you say that. I was just saying I appreciate hearing you say that.
Thank you.
Anything else, Dennis?
Well, yeah, I was just wondering if, as a republic, there's anything we can do now, possibly, to try to back them off of their investigations that are, in most cases, unfounded.
In about a week, yes, because all of your grand juries should be in place and called into service. Everything will be in place where we can do so in about a week. Yes, we've been trying to get to this point. There have been a few struggles, but we're almost there.
Praise the Lord, Mr. President. And I want to say that up until this evening, I've only known you through your DVDs, and I have been very impressed with the character that you represent and present to the people that you speak to, and I can't wait to meet you.
It'll be my pleasure, and I look forward to meeting you as well.
All right. You have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you.
Our next area code is 804.
Yeah, this is Dean Merritt in Richmond, Virginia. And I've got a couple of questions. Is there a way that we can stop these judges from and make the sheriff's department deal with these judges that are putting people in jail for no reason at all, getting them for contempt of court, 10 days or $5,000 fines for just trying to remain a sovereign in their court, and they want to stop them? And so they're doing anything they can to do it.
Yes, I understand that. That's a problem. We've got to get the grand jury completely in place and our courts in place. And, yes, we can. Actually, the judges can be tried for their crimes against the people.
Okay. Now, another question is, did you ever find, I asked last time we talked, I asked you about the courthouses. If you put a lien against the courthouse, can we take over the courthouse since they can't pay the lien off? I mean, not the lien. You put a maritime lien on the courthouse.
We're
And
working now, so it's not a lien, but there's another procedure we're working on now. I can't discuss that on telephone, but we are addressing those issues.
now, is there a way that we can go after the broadcast industry, like TV and radio station that aren't telling the people the truth, take over their radio stations and TV stations with these with maritime liens and stuff like that to so we can put the real message out?
Oh, I think certainly can, yes.
Okay, I think that's something we really need to look at and talk about is because we need a media to put out there and put the truth out there so that these people, it's like you tell them, you show them the paperwork and all this stuff, it doesn't mean anything. They got to hear it on TV or radio or it doesn't mean anything to them.
I know. We're working on all those issues. It takes time to get everything done. We've come a long way in the time that we've been working, but we've still got a long way to go. But the basics are being put in place now, and you'll be seeing things change a lot in the next just very short few weeks. You're going to see a lot of changes.
Okay, that's my questions then. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our next area code is 479.
Okay, I'll put you in here since I think there are two of us. President Turner, or me, Arthur Dirksen. We were up at both of the Branson sessions with you all. Who is now in place in Arkansas? I realize we had a grand jury that was in place, and there was this well, shall I say, there was problems among us with the situation. Is there anybody now in place in Arkansas?
Jim, you would be more capable of answering that than myself.
There was not in Arkansas had an issue. I know that there was some folks there that are trying to get things going there. Are you in Arkansas?
I certainly am. I'm in Clarksville.
If you would give me your name and number,
sure,
and I will see what I can find out. I know it's being rebuilt, and we'll see what we can find out for you. What is your name, sir?
Arthur Dirksen. I met Tim up there twice up in Branson. In fact, I led the singing one time of America the Beautiful at the beginning of a meeting. You might
Awesome.
recall that one.
What is your email?
Harmonize, Harmony, Z as in zebra. That's the musical term harmony with a Z after it, at suddenlink.net, SUDD as in David, LINK.net.
SUDD
EN
LINK.
Gotcha. .net.
SUDDlink.net. Okay, got it. I will see what I can find.
All righty, good. Thanks.
All right, thank you, sir. Our next caller is area code 509.
Yeah, I think that's myself. I'm from Central Washington, and I've been in contact with Dr. Ann. Is she the ambassador?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, she is one of the hardest working people I know. She's been awesome. But she hasn't had much contact with me lately, so I was just wondering so I don't need to know who the ambassador is. I already know. The second question is, at what point, because I know a few radio station programs that would be willing to talk to someone like Dr. Ann, at what point will the timing be that type of thing would happen?
Well, there's a little bit of that that happens, but we have a media team, and we're actually working on trying to have media team meetings once in a while to work on the various things that are available to us, whether it's radio, television, internet radio, etc. So So we are working on that. I guess we're probably not ready to announce that right now,